Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, there's a very concerning statement made by Elon Musk, and Musk says there's a conspiracy to kill him. So Elon Musk, yeah, that guy. Now, who do you think might be behind the allegations or the statement made by Elon Musk that, hey, wants to take care of him? Well, we're going to find out who he thinks are the guys who want to. All right. Russia Today, 20th of March 2025. Musk says there's a conspiracy to kill him. The billionaire has claimed that left-wing activists want to end his life and bring down Tesla. Now, this is very harsh accusations. Elon Musk has alleged that left-wing activists are considering to kill him and damage Tesla in order to halt his efforts to reduce U.S. federal waste and corruption. A series of violent attacks have recently targeted Tesla cars and dealerships using vandalism and arson. Elon Musk, 22 hours ago, what a psycho, right? Terror Rick Wilson is explicitly calling on Americans to, quote-unquote, kill Tesla, save the country, urging direct attacks against the companies, explaining Tesla is Elon's weak spot. He portrays Tesla as a bank for fascists and a goose-stepping hedge fund, financing Musk's ambition to parag up. And what they did, they burn whatever. And this is the guy, Rick Wilson, this guy right here. Save the country, Elon has a weak spot. That. Now, isn't this clear definition of freedom of speech that should not be protected by the First Amendment? I think it is. That is making threats and, inciting people to violence. Clear. He should be arrested, obviously, and he would be indicted, convicted, and thrown in jail. I'm all for free speech. Now, if you think that's acceptable, then think about someone else making the same statements at you of something they don't like. Let's say they don't like your hair. Or they think that the job that you're doing is detrimental to the society, to the common good. They determine that. And he's going to say that. Do you think then it's going to be, hey, it's just free speech? All right. So that's with this. So he has a point. Let's read back what else he has to say in the article. The tech mogul currently serves as an advisor to U.S. President Donald Trump and has overseen budget cuts and federal workplace reductions, including those carried out through the newly established Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Critics have accused Musk of pushing for extreme austerity, while supporters have argued the moves are necessary to curb government waste. Now, I am for efficiency, definitely. The thing is, efficiency in this case could be seen like this. How can we be more efficient in saving energy, like electricity? Well, the most efficient way to do that is by not using electricity at all. Zero. Hurrah! But that means we're not going to have electricity. But we're going to be 100% efficient. That's what I'm talking about. But that would have severe implications on human race. On humans, on this planet. With no electricity, what are you going to do? But hey, we reached the goal of efficiency in wasting energy. So there are, who is saying what austerity should be put on people? For instance, I disagree with the, I would say, unfair competition supported by the government before on electric vehicles. Why? Because you let a product over there be promoted, let people try it, and if they think that, let's say, a battery-operated vehicle is better, or you like it because of a combustion engine, it's your choice. But the government intervenes and says, we are going to give you $7,400 or $7,200, I'm not sure. $200, I give you that. Okay? So, $7,000, let's say $400 in tax cuts if you buy an EV, electric vehicle. Whoa, that's an incentive given by the government. How do you think they do it? How do you think the incentive is? Someone else has to fill the gap that the government gives you as a tax incentive to buy those EVs. Who's going to be? It's going to be you and people who drive combustion engines. So no, I don't like that. So therefore, it's going to have a lot of people buying EVs, and then the media will say, the media who promotes these kind of things, will say, see, look, a study was made by Boston University saying that more people buy electric vehicles. They are more environmental conscious. No, it's not that. They bought it because these guys gave the incentive of money to buy it. I don't like that. So the same here. This guy says, we want to be efficient. Efficient, I mean, it's a lot of waste in government work. How should I put it? Companies, not companies. In the government, there's a lot of inefficiency. There's a lot of inefficiency in companies, private companies that are doing very well at that point, or the ones that are going to file bankruptcy in no time. If you waste, but you make a lot of profit, you say, that's fine. That's fine. I can afford doing that. Like a restaurant. In a restaurant, you have a stock that you expect to be always wasted. That is cups. Cups will be broken. Cups will be stolen. Silver will be broken, bent, stolen, and so on. So you expect, let's say, 10% of the stock that you have as plates or cups, ceramic cups, not cups, to be wasted. You expect that, right? Now, if you make that 50%, then it's a problem because you waste money. And that means something is wrong. Some people are not paying attention, not trained good. People are stealing. So you have to change that. How do you change? More attention, right? And you punish for the infraction. Now, to go that far with his DOGE, which I'm okay with it, but I don't know to what extent. And neither do these guys know. They just got fired and say, hey, my job was necessary. I personally cannot assess that. I think Donald Trump wants to get rid of the education department today or something like this. Again, in my personal opinion or assessment, I say opinion, I think it shouldn't be, for instance, a government institution like that. It should be private. That's me. Why? Because the government will regiment your children to support the government. I don't want that. It went the wrong way. So here, these guys are threatening to destroy this guy's private company, Tesla, to do what exactly with him? I mean, from that step of burning his cars, what's the next one if not punished? Getting personal, direct, person to person. So, is it concerning? It is concerning. It is concerning. Remember, you have to work within the system, we're told. Now, you will always have people, at the margin, or you call them extreme. You will always have them. Sometimes that is good, like for instance our explorers. Our explorers were people at the extreme. They were extremists. When those guys, let's say Christopher Columbus, when he decided to go with 3 little boats, okay, to go across the Atlantic in an unknown, that was extreme. It was not written on placed on the boats, the 3 boats on Santa Maria, Pinta, and whatever, put over there and says, safety is my goal. No, it was not like right now you see all these baboons driving and on the back of the truck is safety is my goal. No, money is my goal in that. I want money so I can live my life. I don't live my life to get money, work for you or for a business I have. It's just idiotic. The same here. There are people at the extreme. We will always have them. And what do? You can't eliminate them. You can't prevent it unless you turn off the light to prevent the consumption 100%. You can't do that. So you're going to have this. People who say, well, let's have zero crime. You're never going to have zero crime as long as you have 1 human being. It's a potential of a crime right there, or 2 human beings. Therefore, you have to make sure that you don't infringe people's rights, but you can't protect everybody else 100%. You can't. They think they will do that by how? Just infringing your rights. So these guys are going that far with Musk. I'm not a fan of Musk. I don't like him specific. I don't like him. It's not anything like that. I'm looking at the issue and say, okay, I am for DOGE. I want someone to get in and make sure that these guys are not wasting. And then the problem is you have to offer an alternative. I mean, those guys, they will be fired. If you have a garbage economy, what are you going to do with them? Put them on welfare? Who's going to pay for that? So you have to have an economy. If I lose my job, if I'm let go, to have the opportunity to work at a McDonald's for then, or work, find another job, compete with others, or I don't know, build roads. And I have to do that. My job was not needed, or not that many people for those jobs. The government is not supposed to give you a job. But anyway, it's just what we have right now. It's a controlled socialism. That's what it is. And wild capitalism will be too wild, but the point is we don't threaten the guy because he's over there. Change the system, change the government, go and vote. That's all we're told. Go and vote. Don't be this, don't do this. Now what's wrong with this guy? No, I don't think that's right. But nevertheless, we're always going to have this kind of people. We might not like certain things. We might have certain kind of feelings about certain people, but, stop short. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.